Welcome back to the Now Morning Show. I am Kimberly De Souza in your company on this great Wednesday, or as Ayinka calls it, Happy Hump Day. We'll be speaking to the Honourable Mr. Justice Peter Jamadar, the Judge of the Caribbean Court of Justice. Mr. Jamadar will be talking about the Caribbean Court of Justice, or the CCJ, becoming the first court in the region to be accepted into the prestigious International Consortium for Court Excellence. And we have Mr. Jamadar on the line with us. Justice, good morning.
Good morning, and thank you for having the CCJ on this program this morning. We appreciate it.
Of course, and welcome to the Now Morning Show.
Yes, thank you.
Now, Justice Jamadar, before we begin, I guess you can tell us a little bit about the Caribbean Court of Justice?
Yeah, sure. The Caribbean Court of Justice, as you know, was established formally in 2005. It's a hybrid court. It serves both in what we call the original jurisdiction, which is that it serves CARICOM member states in relation to disputes or questions related to the revised Treaty of Chaguaramas. It also serves as an appellate court, the apex or final court, for four CARICOM jurisdictions: Barbados, Belize, Dominica, and Guyana. These are the jurisdictions, as you know, they have come on board with the CCJ as their final court. So that's a little bit about the CCJ and the roles and functions it plays within the region.
Great. And now the International Consortium for Court Excellence. It sounds like a very prestigious organization. Can you give us some more details about that?
Yes. The consortium came into being in order to establish standards of performance for courts globally. You know, in the Caribbean, for example, and in Trinidad and Tobago, for example, we have a constitution. The constitution says that it's supreme. The constitution provides for something called the rule of law, as you may know. And in essence, that means that we should be a society run by laws. And as you know, in a country like Trinidad and Tobago, there is this principle of the separation of powers where the judiciary is actually the third arm of government. It has a very important role to play in the governance of the society. That is to say, in ensuring that disputes between people, citizens, are resolved in fair, impartial, and independent ways, and also disputes between citizens and the state are similarly resolved. Now, it is in that context of the constitutional status and value and importance of court systems, of the judiciary, we may say, that the role of the consortium comes into play, because in many jurisdictions, court systems are not delivering justice in ways that either the population or the state finds optimal. So the intention of the consortium was to create, which it has done, a framework for court excellence, which is a model that has certain principles and metrics for measurement, assessment, and change that can make court systems efficient, effective, and can help court systems evoke public trust and confidence in citizens. So, for example, the framework, the International Framework for Court Excellence, of course, the focus is on the Consortium for Court Excellence. The focus is on court excellence. And I've tried to explain to you why court excellence is important, because of the role that courts play in a society. And so the framework has different metrics for measurement. And very, very important that we can note, these metrics include court user satisfaction, timely delivery of matters, certainty in hearing, metrics such as pre-trial delays. So that these are all things which, if they can be monitored, evaluated, and if interventions can be timely and these issues addressed, the whole court system can function in a way that is more effective, efficient, and really importantly, it can it can create public trust and confidence. When that happens, then the whole society, the whole democratic process works better because of how central court systems are to effective democracy.
Wow. Now, Justice Jamadar, how important is it to be accepted into this consortium? I mean, what does that mean to the region?
Well, yes, of course, the region, but first for our court. We are the first court to have achieved this status. What is required is a commitment to the framework, which I've just tried to give you a little insight into, so that the CCJ as a court has been committed since 2017 to doing what is required to meet these court performance standards. What it really means for the CCJ is that an external, international organization of great repute and esteem has affirmed that the CCJ has achieved a standard of excellence as a court that is recognizable, that can be measured, and that can be attributed to a certain process. There's something very important that I think we miss about court systems. You know, we kind of individualize everything in our societies, and so we think, oh, the justice system is about Judge A or Judge B, and the focus is on a judge. And what we don't often appreciate, that a court system is much more than a judge. It's a team, it's an organization, but it is very much about processes. When court processes are well structured, well thought out, and are run in effective and efficient ways, then the delivery of justice happens. It's a consequence of a system. And that is important because what it means is that the CCJ has demonstrated that its systems meet these international standards of excellence. And that's not surprising because we really have no outstanding judgments beyond our performance standards of 3 months to 6 months. Our systems are not perfect, but they run relatively effectively, relatively efficiently. What does it mean for the region? It means that if one regional court can achieve this standard, all regional courts can. One mandate of the CCJ in the agreement that established the court, the CARICOM agreement that established the court, was that the court would be a leader in the region, not just in terms of Caribbean jurisprudence per se, that is the development of the law, but also in the standards of court performance, court administration, etc. And so regionally, what we hope this effort and achievement can mean is that other courts can come on board. So for example, if in a jurisdiction there are delays that are endemic, there are delays in judgment deliveries, delays in pre-detention hearings, there is no certainty about when you're going to get an event or a court date or a court hearing. If all those things are present, what the International Framework of Court Excellence offers is a methodology based on core values and concrete tools that can get you there. So that's what it means for the CCJ, that's what it can mean for the region, and that's what it can mean for every single court system in the region, and therefore that's what it can mean for citizens. And let us never forget that the focus of a court system is really its customers. That is to say, court users, people like yourself, like myself, who depend on the justice system to resolve their disputes and to get justice.
Now, in advance, Justice Jamadar, let me, of course, just wish the CCJ happy birthday. I think you guys are a few months short of celebrating your 17th anniversary. I mean, quickly, right, before we go, I mean, what does this mean to the local legal fraternity? 17 years is a long time, and you guys seem to still be doing the work and, helping, all the organizations that you are helping. So what does this mean?
For the local legal fraternity, it can mean many things. Already, the local legal fraternity benefits because the court is seated in Trinidad and Tobago. So in many matters, local lawyers appear before the court. Therefore, the existence of the court means a source of income, of livelihood. For the local legal fraternity, the existence of the court stands as a beacon, a possibility for the completion of what is required for sovereignty. That in the region, our jurisdictions can have the capacity to achieve the highest international levels of excellence and deliver justice at that level. And our legal fraternity can be part of that, participate in that, and contribute to that. That is to say, in the continuous development of Caribbean jurisprudence and participate in the maintenance of excellence in terms of court processes and the administration of justice.
Thank you, Justice Jamadar, so much for joining us on the Now Morning Show. I think our viewers have learned a lot more about the CCJ and the ICCE. And of course, early happy birthday to the CCJ Court, who of course will be celebrating their 70th anniversary.
And thank you for having us. And you do have a good day. And to all of your viewers, the CCJ wishes you the very, very best. Thank you.
Thank you. And that was Justice Jamadar, who is a judge in the Caribbean Court of Justice, of course, talking about the acceptance into the ICCE. And you are on the Now Morning Show. We're going to take a quick break and we will be right back. Stay with us.